Hello and welcome back on iKeysRacing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever is the place where you are now watching our community channel. Welcome back and thank you very much for being here together with me, even if not live but offline, let's say, from the recording moment of this episode number 27. I will never finish it, of hands-on GTLegends. Thank you very much for watching iKeysRacing and for coming back. Thank you very much for subscribing, even if you are old or a new subscriber. It's more than a pleasure to have you here. Thank you very much for your votes on the community channel page, and will be a pleasure in a couple of days run the new episodes of 3 themes already seen together, but with your choice of cars to be driven appointment by appointment. So thank you very much also for participating so well in this, if you like, game, if I can say so, together, all together with us, with me as a community. And the more you decide, the more I am happy to run this channel for the purpose of doing something together. So that being said, and leaving also the community page, back in GTLegends, we have this cup today to possibly win. I would also say that maybe 2 episodes will be needed because the number of laps is a mountain, but I hope to invest 1/4 of hour for each single race, so around 1 hour episode to see all the cars and all the tracks. So let's go ahead. Last time, winning the previous FIA TC 65 championship, we have won, I forgot to say, the Ford GT40. That could be a nice addition. I mean, the alternative is to purchase an AC Cobra, a Shelby Cobra, and so on. There are also some cars that I think I have added while preparing the Road to Le Mans theme, so I keep them as they are. Should be okay in some way, even if I see that some of them are available at a cost anyway. So if you don't mind, I would keep the Ford GT40 as the choice for today, because we have won the car last time and should be anyway a good choice to possibly save money and definitely maybe race something very powerful enough to guarantee a good performance. Maybe will ease a bit my need to win. Okay, I have already prepared for the Donington race a car setup. We jump the qualification and we let all the drivers. Okay, qualification finished. We stop the accelerated time. AC Shelby Cobra, top 5 position, top 6 positions. Good. Well, good. Where is a possible Ford GT40? Nothing, just us. So I don't know how quick we will run, but anyway, I did just a couple of laps just to make a bit of practice, and I would say as it is. The only thing was maybe block a bit more the power and costing differential, just to slide a bit less. As said, 20 laps, so let's go. Will be a multi-cut down video. That's it. Another 2 added features. I will shut up very more often here than in the previous episodes, because I've reinstalled the audio drivers, so also the audio will be, I would say, a bit more alive now, and I will practice the heel and toe for all the rest of the episodes of this GTLegends, just to stay in more aligned with the era. Plus, as you can see, there is a new steering wheel. It is the Ferrari 250 GTO produced by Thrustmaster that has a prancing horse here, but I've covered the logo every time. We will not drive a Ferrari, but also because I do prefer to show here pedals, so maybe it's a good aesthetic choice, maybe not, you will tell me in the comments, but I was more than keen to, let's say, figure out a possible different view, more compatible with the era related to the 60s. I don't remember if the Ford GT40 had a wood-made steering wheel with a coverage made in, I don't know, rubber or plastic or gum or whatever, but at least now it is a bit more compatible with the era that we have seen for real back then. What are they doing here? We take advantage externally, then they brake in front of us. Okay, let's pass these Cobras that are absolutely unreliable from a racing line point of view. How many Cobras today? Oops. Used the first gear too early. Call the tires. This is not good at all. Bang, also good. Okay, I'm not a friend with the Ford GT40 for sure. Let's calm down a bit. Obviously running with this steering wheel that is bigger, it's almost 34 centimeters diameter compared to the 28 of the previous one you have seen here, that generally are all 28 centimeters, the Thrustmaster steering wheels. Believe me or not, you work with a different angle of arms and also a different type of grip of handles for your arms, for your hands. So it's a different approach to run like this. This car has a hole in the body shape of the rear end. Can you see it? Ooh, missed the heel and toe. Okay, let's calm down a bit, maybe. Drag race with an AC Cobra, and maybe we can put our Ford GT40 inside the Lotus Elan 26. Now it's not a good position to attack the Cobra. Maybe we are a bit better while braking. Yes. For a moment I've seen a Shelby Daytona fighting with a AC Cobra. I was thinking they were crashing into each other like I did now. Quite aggressive when closing your racing line. This is not good. Completely did a mistake, and the Shelby Cobra clashed with the AC Cobra. Sorry, the Shelby Daytona. Someone hit in the back. 18 seconds from the victory. 7 laps elapsed. Well, this is lap 7. And I was expecting many other Cobras in the top 3, while instead there is a TDR, Griffith, and I don't get which is the position number 1. A Jaguar. There's a Shelby Cobra, not in the Cabrio version. Okay, last lap. I was noticing that not using the heel and toe does upset less the car, so I don't know if there is a sort of automatic, let me see, blimp, if I can call it so, of a small acceleration while gearing down, downshifting. But there is this strange behavior, I don't know. So after 10 laps more or less you have seen me in the lead, more or less. Then I started to drive smoothly, and I've seen that without doing the heel and toe the car is less upset, especially while braking. So I've continued that way. As maybe already said in the previous appointment, the episode 26, ten laps would be enough for each race, starting from the back and possibly passing all the cars. Anyway, we win also this. So at this point we win almost easily, despite the 5 seconds advantage over Shepherd with an AC Cobra, not Roadster version or Cabrio version, I don't know how to call it. I was not in a way the quickest on track, but just Shelby Cobras dominating the field, but that's it. Same points as seen before. Let's go to Mondello Park. Car setup for Mondello Park that will be reloaded from Donington. The only thing I would say, if possible, yes, reduce a bit the final gear, because here I think we will need more traction. And what else? I would keep it as it is. I was just looking to reduce maybe down to 60 liters, given that we are going to race another 20 laps, but the track is shorter, so will be easier, I hope, to embark less fuel. Too long, too long, too long. An arcade move, effective, but really far from being a professional pass. Okay, for sure, given how driven and twisty is the Mondello Park in Ireland, the Ford GT40 isn't the best car to suit this track. Now I want to understand also if shortening all the gears with a different final ratio will affect or not the upset attitude I've seen at Donington the previous race. Or if it is really just a matter of doing or not doing the heel and toe. I would like to do it unless it harms more than help the behavior of the GT40 or in general of the cars we are going to drive from now onwards. Again, in the top 3 positions there is the Shelby Cobra, not Roadster, not Cabrio version, this one. Nonetheless, the fourth positions are occupied by Cobras. Okay, 5 laps to come to the lead. Now, hoping to remember the track until the end, I will shut up as much as possible and cut down the video unless I make some mistakes. Guys, what a disaster. What a disaster. If there's a track, a combination of track and car that so far I've not understood up to the point to be a complete disaster, is this one. Because despite driving the winning car of the previous race, here, I must admit at a certain point onward, from a certain point onward, I've completely lost the control of the car. I don't know if it is the steering wheel or any other parameter or whatever, but believe me, I did a mess, never did before. I don't know, I must go back, I don't know when. And despite this, I had the quickest car in this track, on this track. Don't ask me why. At a certain point, from a certain point onwards, I've started to slide here and there, period, and I didn't achieve a decent lap time anymore. Here it is not written when the best lap time occurred, and even if it was not a huge advantage against Shelby Cobras and so on, I don't know. Honestly, I did all the possible mistakes. It was not an issue with focusing, etc. But after maybe the first shunt, I've maybe damaged the car too much. I don't know. Anyway, now it is almost a problem because never since we started GTLegends I have been in the condition to be following someone. So stay with me, sorry. At least at Monza maybe we will achieve something better, because here I can unleash all the power and will be also a not false friend track, but really completely surprised by the level of problems I faced, and still it's my fault for sure, I'm not saying differently, but still maybe let's say was not the perfect track for this type of Ford GT40. It is anyway a heavy car, very powerful, not a beast for twisty and very well driven tracks, but at a certain point I was fifth and I could have managed more than easily to finish 5th, 6th. Was a defensive race. Instead 0 points and now 5 to recover. But new race, new day, learn from mistakes. Bravo Marco. In your home soil. Okay, let's do this tentative. I will not do the heel and toe because if it is a thing that upsets the car and myself especially, there's something wrong for sure. If that is the problem, because today really, I don't know, the first race was okay, 2 races in a row with issues on controlling the car. I mean, I'm not overheating the tires or brakes or whatever. Okay, I think I cannot cut anymore any part of the track. Luckily also the AI makes mistakes, but less mistakes than myself and less with less heavy magnitude. I mean, they do not lose the control. Entirely. Anyway, to not upset the car is necessary to do the heel and toe. I don't know, some tracks are absolutely almost not requiring, like Mondello Park for example. Here at Monza I've tried the brake before the Ascari, but the upset was absolutely visible and feelable, I would say. Oh, Gilles Villeneuve used to say that when you win with 40, 30, 20 seconds of advantage is because of your car. He was right. In my case, even when I win with 1 second or half a second of advantage, It's always thanks to the car, and I would say in this particular race, absolutely mainly thanks to the power and compromise between power to ratio. I mean, 50 seconds at the end of gap for the second Mr. Shepard. Best lap times. Okay, I was not the quickest. Where is Mr. Grossman with a Shelby Cobra? Finished 8th. Okay, but as an average, I was absolutely unbeatable here, but thanks to the Ford GT40. So at the end, 2 races out of 3, definitely, let me say thanks to the car. Let me say thanks to the car. What I can add is, apart from my bad hair day, absolutely, I will need also to go to the barber shop sooner than later, but we now are just 1 point less than Mr. Peruch. Then yes, maybe we will suffer a bit in the next races. Zolder, okay, we can save the game here. Maybe will be a bit different and not so easy to cope with the Ford GT40, but we save, we leave the championship, the cup, and yes, after 2 hours and something of recording, I fear I will stop here, because if I cut down all the episodes, all the races, at least the episode will be around 1 hour. I was hoping to do 15 minutes per race, but unluckily it's too long to be afforded so. But at least in Donington Park we have seen an almost easy victory like for Monza. Mondello Park International, I must say, I was completely out of my almost decent standard. So sorry, but this is the sad reality, and I don't know if it is for the steering wheel or for anything else in between, but for sure I was not at my usual path where I decently do less mistakes and much better races. Here in GTLegends at amateur level, almost, I don't know, achieving, if not boring races, but anyway, I notice as an average, it's beautiful to see track by track, cup by cup, but at least so far the car made the difference, not Marco. So I fear that episode 28 will feature Zolder, Dijon, Prenois and the Nürburgring, and the last 2 maybe will be Spa and Imola, but we will see. Maybe also the first Donington for the GTC 76, I don't know. You will tell me also in the comments. Anyway, the situation is saved like it is, and we will continue in a couple of weeks. Obviously here I'm not proposing, like in the community page, the possibility to choose the car, because the purpose of hands-on is just unblocking the game, and maybe GTLegends was much more, let me say, suitable to just unblock a vanilla stock game. But after we prepared the Road to Le Mans episode, the 55, 64-ish and 65, 70 something, I don't remember. Anyway, the first 2 using GTLegends, adding some cars, has anyway added some spices here and there, because having up to 36 contenders, it is not a bad thing, and with more different cars at the end is, let me say, nice to have a bit more of competition, even if, as you have seen, Donington and Monza has been won by the car, not by Marco. Anyway, thank you very much for watching also this episode. See you soon, very soon, for a next appointment. It will be a new theme, and I wanted just to take advantage of the new steering wheel to propose something related to all the times. But anyway, see you very soon on iKeysRacing channel, and thank you, arigato, merci beaucoup, obrigado, muchas gracias, and thank you very much, dankeschön and grazie for everything you did also up to this point. Remember to vote if you like, because in a couple of days we'll happen to race, I think next week, the WEC, the around the world in 24 hours and so on. And what else? Best wishes to you all and to your beloved. Stay very well, stay into keen racing. Please vote and help me, please, to choose the next car for the next appointments. Stay absolutely in a stunning condition if you can. And thank you again for everything you are doing for iKeysRacing channel community. The bigger we become, the bigger we will do big things, I think. But for the moment, that's all. So thank you, bye, stay very well again, and ciao from Monza, from Marco, and also from the virtual Monza. Bye bye, ciao, stay very well. Ciao, grazie, thank you.